Welcome. It's your boy Carcino here. I want to say thank you guys who subscribed to my page. You guys are a blessing. And once again, it's on. Now, Kyrie Irving is the talk of every locker room in the NBA or the LHL. Why is that? Why is that, ladies and gentlemen? Why is Kyrie Irving being made to be so important that he is the most talked about, spoke about person in the entire league? Why is that? How good people? Why are they doing that? That don't make any sense. Kyrie Irving is not hurting anybody, ladies and gentlemen. But is this a distraction or is this a movement? People won't know until Kyrie Irving wants you to know. See, and that's the dilemma people don't understand. They can't get past the thought process. Because in a natural, normal human being setting or mind state, this is not acceptable. This is lunacy. If you're somebody who believes of sound mind and body, you look at this and say, this is crazy. This doesn't make any sense. Why is Kyrie doing this? That's what the logical mind would say, right? Now, as people, we become the hostages. We're here to listen to Kyrie's pain. And we're here to gravitize all our energy into focusing on what's going on with Kyrie Irving. That's what's happening. And unfortunately, for the majority of us, this has become the new reality. Salute. I see you, Marshall. Nah, it's weird because Kyrie Irving didn't have a conversation with his management. He told his teammates he was taking mental days off based on what happened at the Capitol. That's what he said. He said, I'm taking a mental timeout based on what he thought was going on in this situation. We assume because he never gave an excuse, he never gave a reason why. He just did it. Don't forget to hit the like button. This goes back to the bubble. This goes back to why they don't like Kyrie Irving. I've tried to tell you this countless times. They don't like Kyrie, man. They don't like Kyrie Irving. They don't like Kyrie. I've tried to tell y'all this. Nobody seems to be listening to me. I repeatedly have said numerous times how the league, they don't like players like that. He is a wild card. When you are a wild card, you're unpredictable. You're the type of person that's endangering what their program is or the agenda. They don't want you shuffling up the crowd. It's important to have you it's important to them to have you deaf, dumb, and blind. What Kyrie Irving did is not a distraction, really. It's just going to get played as that. And it's a shame, but that's the way they're going to play it. Here is why. It's being played as such because there's a bigger thing at play here. It's the disrespect that he feels the league owners are not taking a foot forward in responsibility because they support this. The league owners are staying silent and letting the players take all the risk. The players are taking all the blunt of the criticism. The players are doing all of this. Meanwhile, the owners sit back, make their money, and say nothing. You see how that works? So Kyrie is bringing attention to himself to bring the awareness to the real problem. And that's what they don't want you to hear. They know what the problem is. They all know. But nobody's going to talk about it. So he's doing this so that the conversations can be had. You see? He's doing all of this so that the conversations can be going on. Because what they're talking about, every game you don't play. Every game you don't play, what they're talking about. Kyrie. Kyrie Irving. You know, Kyrie needs to do this and do that. Now, who's the face of this league? Is it Kevin Durant? Is it Kyrie Irving? Is it Kawhi Leonard? Is it Anthony Davis? Who is the face of this league? Who is the guy that wants to stick his mug out every time something goes down? He wants to jump on Twitter every time things go down. He wants to be on Facebook anytime something got something to do with things that is not relating to him. He can't help it. He cannot wait to show his mug and show off. Right? When Kyrie went missing, they interviewed him and asked him what did he thought about Kyrie. No, I have no comment on Kyrie. I ain't got nothing to say about that. No, you don't. You ain't got nothing to say about that. We know that. Nothing to say. Oh, 4 times chump. That what you meant? Yeah. Hit the like button, good people. Hit the like button. Now, we're going to get a little interesting in a little bit. Just so people can understand where we're coming from. Okay? We want people to understand where we're coming from. Now, when we first got involved in this, I told people right away what the narrative was going to be when Kyrie and Kevin Durant got together. They were the villains. The NBA thought this is going to be cool. We didn't want this, but we could sell it years later when, we don't send Giannis another year. We can have Kevin Durant go against LeBron. But Kyrie is too much of a wild card for them to take a risk of them putting him on the camera to say something. He's not going to go with the status quo. LeBron made his statement, basically regurgitated everything that everybody else said. We live in two Americas. That was evident today. We living in two Americas. It's like he got it right off CNN. We're living in two Americas, Joe. We're living in two Americas. No, we living in America. And it's always been this way. So when did it become two? It's always been one. And it's always been this type of way. So, never been in our favor. Understand that. Start talking with your mind instead of what they programmed you to say and thinking it's going to mean something to us. Nah, we know you're phony. We know where your alignment is with. You thinking of your pocketbooks. Him and Shannon Sharp. Oh, we living in two Americas, Skip. No, we're not. You're living in America. And it's been this way. Nothing new under the sun happened when they stormed the place. You knew that was going to happen that way. You knew wasn't nothing going to happen to him. White kid going to run up on a cop. They've been showing you that all day. They ain't going to hurt them. Black guy ain't going to open fire on some white kid. You know that ain't going to happen. Why? Because of the repercussions. We know that the laws are different for us, minorities, and Caucasians. We have to prepare our children for it. And then their children have to they got to prepare their children for it. They have to prepare them. It's not fair, it's not right, but it's America. And it's been this way. And until someone get together and we start having real conversations about real change and start making real actions towards those changes, it's gonna forever be that way. This is what the narrative that people should be talking about, but they're not. Because they wanna keep the stirring of the pot going, where no progress is made and everybody's in the same boat, doing the same thing, doing the same damn scams. How many times you gonna march once somebody gets taken down by a cop and you doing nothing about it? How many times have we seen it? Same thing, same plan, same result. So Kyrie is doing something different. He's being the sacrificial lamb. He's putting his whole career, endorsements, everything on the line. And he's saying, I'm speaking out through protest my way. I'm going to bring the attention my way. He already told you what he felt before. Why the players are taking all this risk? Why the owners of the NBA are not vocal? Mark Cuban and Steve Ballmer were the only ones that were vocal. You know there are 28 other owners in the NBA. Where's Jerry Reinsdorf? I don't hear him talk about what's happening in Chicago at all. You see what I'm saying? So don't act like the players need to be doing stuff all the time. Hold these owners accountable. That's all Kyrie Irving was saying in the beginning. And I can bet you that's what he's saying right now. Kyrie don't have to be jealous of LeBron. He gave LeBron a championship. He saved LeBron's career. Because if LeBron would have lost that championship in 2016, he was going to the Lakers. He was going to forever be branded a loser. Now, what does this mean? Now that Kyrie Irving is in the position he is, what does this mean? Because he's going to sit out another game. Now, the league has something called mental health days. If there's a tragedy or something, I think you get a week off. Kyrie will return once he's done with his mental health days that he decided to take. You know, it's early in the season. It's not going to really hurt or bend or break the team or anything else. But everybody else is like, Kyrie's being selfish. Kyrie's looking at a much bigger picture than what you guys are thinking about. He's thinking the game is not as important as everyday life, because it's not just about Kyrie Irving. This is about the people that look like me, that don't get paid what I get paid. And they got to go through everyday life like me. They don't get the same treatments. People not stopping them for autographs. What about them? The little people. But the face of the NBA, he don't make moves like that. Because his job is to be the face for the league, not the players. That's why the young people looked at him as a sucker. They looked at him like he was a sucker when they were in there having real conversations and he got up and walked out. And all y'all said that was a lie. LeBron didn't get up and walk out. That's a lie. He the one that leaked the information that he got up and walked out. He wanted the world to know he got up and walked out. Not you. Not your world. The other people. He wanted to know that I'm not in agreement. I got up and walked out. The people that cut the check. He wanted them to know he got up and walked out. All this stuff going on, you know what LeBron doing? Showing off his new GMC Hummer. Oh, look at my new Hummer. Nobody care about your Hummer, dog. You got you a car, cool. You're rich. You can afford it. Nobody cares about your new car, bro. See, LeBron wanted people to know it was real. So when he did the sit down drinking the wine, he was talking about why he walked out. Man, we ain't going nowhere. We just arguing. No, they realize you're there to be the company man. And they really don't need you there. And they weren't going to listen to you try to talk them out of it. Talking about, I was ready to come home. You weren't coming home. When Massa say go home, you go home. But if Massa say play, you play. Don't front, LeBron. We know what you are. You're a deceiver. And you're not going to deceive us. We know what you are. It's cool. Everybody love to say LeBron supporters love to come forward and be like, dog, what about Steph Curry? You don't get Steph Curry no smoke. You always get a smoke to LeBron. I don't see Steph Curry doing nothing. Steph Curry ain't opened his mouth and said nothing about nothing. He just smiling, going in there, but you're always on LeBron. What about Steph Curry, though? Huh? You don't answer that, Cino. Yeah, I hear y'all. Do you know why I don't bother Steph Curry? You want to know why? Because Steph Curry actually do things. He actually is involved in charities. Real charities that's doing work. And you know what Steph Curry don't do? He's not over here trying to be a fake Malcolm X. He let his work and charity speak for itself. That's what he does. So if he's doing all of that, why should I be talking about Steph Curry? You're mad because what I'm saying about your boy is 100% valid. Now, do any of you agree that Kyrie has a point when he's saying that the NBA owners should be taking some of this heat that the players take? They always ask the players about their situation and putting them in compromising situations. Why don't the owners stand with the players? Mark Cuban did it because Cuban is also a media personality. So he had to do it. He had to get involved. Now, I don't know if that's why Kyrie is doing what he's doing right now, but I guarantee you it is. I guarantee you it is. Because once again, the NBA owners stayed silent, didn't they? They didn't get involved. They let the players do it. They let Adam Silver's slipper go out. But the owners stay silent. Why? The players take all the risk. They're the ones that's going to get boycotted. Hit the like button, people. They're the ones going through all the BS that shouldn't even be for them. This is what it's like. Oh, my maid that I had come over, she got a little cute. And gonna tell me she took an appointment ahead of me. My maid got a little cute on me. I'm like, okay. You act like I can't make my own bed? Yeah, she got real cute. Gonna take another client, tell me she can call me back when she can find a time to fit me in because she got other clients now. I'm like, Agnes, listen. You're a good maid, but I'm going to tell you this. You didn't have a business. I turned you into a business. The clients you got, I gave you. Now you talking about they coming first before me? Okay. So Agnes was trying to come back today. Had to thin her out. Now you don't know what it's like. I'm going to thin you out for a while. Deal with your new client. I'm going to be all right. See? They take your kindness for weakness, don't they? Even Agnes is getting cute on me. I clean this whole house by myself. I did it before. I do it again. See, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I just rather do it so I can have more time to do work and make videos exposing LeBron. But I could do that and do my work here and still expose LeBron while I'm doing it. Yes, sir. Now, I'm going to ask you guys again. What has LeBron done for black people? I want to know. Since everybody got all this negative smoke for Kyrie Irving, I'm asking a very simple question. What has Kyrie Irving done? I mean, not Kyrie Irving. LeBron James done for blacks? Not saying he hasn't done anything. I just want to know. Somebody said LeBron has done nothing for black people and neither has Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has brought awareness to a situation that LeBron James in 18 years has never opened his mouth once to speak about, knowing that it exists. Yet he wants to call out the same hypocrisy with the National Football League. But it exists in his own league that he plays in. But he never addresses it. Kyrie Irving took a stand, risked all of it, finances, the whole nine. You know how many times the National Basketball Association has blackballed a player and nobody, the players union, nobody came to their defense? Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, who didn't stand for the American flag for his religious beliefs. They brought him back, persecuted him, put him on the team, and the team was told not to play him. Craig Hodges, who played with Michael Jordan in the Chicago Bulls, because he wore a Muslim outfit for the ring ceremony, was blackballed from the league and was banned and never played another game on another team ever. But the NBA wanted to have him there to go to break Larry Bird's record. So the NBA let a player that they would not let be signed to another team play in the All-Star game and participate in the event, even though they're keeping him out of it. First time it's ever been done in the history of the league, and it's never been done again. The Magic Johnson thing was a special case. They wanted him to come back and lose. And he did. He hadn't been playing. He's only been practicing in his gym. Meanwhile, these owners get rich off the back of these players and nothing is done. The owners can sit there on their fat butts and say nothing. And you guys allow it to happen. Because you keep supporting the fake puppets that they put in your face. Kyrie Irving taking a stand. Him sitting out games is making a statement because people are talking about it, aren't they? On every show. Now, when Kyrie opened his mouth, we'll know why. But when he didn't play in the bubble, he spoke out that the team shouldn't play. They should not have reported to the bubble. Don't you think it's strange that in Chicago, you can't go sit in a restaurant and be in a gathering of people? But it's okay for players to gather together, be in groups, and play, get in huddles. It's not a risk. It's not a risk for them. Or is it targeted? Are they trying to tell us it's targeted now? Is that what they telling us? It don't affect the rich? Okay. Sell me on that one then. But tell us something. Don't forget to hit the like button, good people. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get every alert when we go live. This one stand by Kyrie, for him taking the risk to open his mouth to say that, do you know how many people that's like Kyrie Irving? There are a lot of them. D'Angelo Russell is another. So they want to make it look like Kyrie is all alone. No one agrees with Kyrie. They want to make it look like Kyrie Irving's crazy. But there's other players that agree with him. There are young players who are listening to him. But they won't tell you that. Because that's dangerous. To portray that message is dangerous. And they don't want dangerous. Dangerous is scary. Dangerous comes at a price that nobody's willing to pay. Because see now, if everybody refused to play, you don't have your league, them owners are not getting their money. I bet you they start making statements then. I bet you they start standing with their players then. But the reason why you got people like LeBron James in place is because he keeps everybody in line. Oh, come on now. We got to listen to what Adam say. Come on. Now, Adam been good to us. He clothed us. He feeds us. Why y'all want to go leave his house looking like that? Adam be good to us. Ain't that right, Adam? He said I'm his favorite one. Look at my new Hummer. That's what he wants you to focus on. Forget what Kyrie doing. Focus on my Hummer. Kyrie don't have to be your savior, but he's doing more than anybody else you've ever seen by just opening his mouth. You see the power you can do with just opening your mouth or just making an action without saying words? People get to talking about it. And what's happening? People are talking about it. Yes, sir. And we're listening. KD is speaking, Kenny, without saying words. So that when he do speak, you know what the world gonna do? They all gonna want to listen to hear what Kyrie has to say. Because if Kyrie would have said something and just left, then there'd been nothing. They'd have talked all over it. Now everybody's got all this build up into what Kyrie's gonna say when he comes back. See, what he did was grab the world's attention. And now that he's grabbed the world's attention, he can speak when he's ready. I don't see why it's so hard to figure out. It's quite simple to me. Thank you for hitting 100 likes. We should be well over 100 likes, but we finally got to 100 likes. I'm more than grateful. No, I'm just saying he brought awareness to a problem that's in the league. And Kyrie Irving spoke on it. And that's the problem that needs to be addressed. Why isn't the owners siding with the players or standing with the players? The players are taking all the risk. Only 2 owners I've seen stand with the players. I know I should have never bet on Ohio. Ohio lose chips all the time, B. I should have known that. The state of losers. But I bet the over. That paid. The owner signing them checks. Yeah, but you don't. Just because you're signing the checks don't mean that you get to treat people like that. This is your job. These are the players. What's happening with them and their lives should matter to you. You should care. Because these are the people, the people that make you your money come from poverty. Not a lot of college kids that go to the NBA come from rich families. A lot of them come from the ghettos, the hoods. All these things are related. And the new players that's going to come in and replace these players that you're getting is coming from that same environment that's making you millions and billions of dollars. They're sending your kids and grandkids and your great-great-grandkids to college and school, keeping you with generational wealth. So you should care. And you should care too. Man, y'all talking crazy, man.